Welcome back. Canada has won another gold medal at the Olympics. The Canadian men's curling team has won gold at the Winter Games. The Canadian team, led by skip Brad Jacobs, beat Great Britain 9-6 in today's final. It was a close game. The match turned in the ninth end when Canada scored 3 for an 8-6 lead that the British rink could not overcome in the 10th. And in women's curling, Team Homan has secured a bronze medal.
It feels phenomenal. We fought hard all week to get ourselves into a medal contention, and we did just that. And just proud of my team, proud of us for pulling together, fighting hard for each other, for Canada, and to be able to bring home a medal for Canada just means everything to us.
After failing to make the podium in 2 previous Olympic appearances in 2018 and 2022, Rachel Homan guided Team Canada to a 10-7 win over the US today. This is the first Olympic medal for her teammates Tracy Fleury, Emma Miskew and Sarah Wilkes. This also marks the first Olympic medal for Canada in women's curling since 2014. Let's now bring in David Wallechinsky, Olympic historian, in this conversation. David, good evening and great to see you. What a fantastic day for Team Canada at the Winter Games. Let's start with that gold medal in curling, beating the top-ranked Great Britain.
It was very exciting, and the way it was done was particularly exciting. Trailing after 8 ends, then having the hammer for one of only 3 of the last ends was difficult, but that 9th end, scoring 3, that really did it. And I think, keep in mind, these guys have been around a while. Mark Kennedy and Ben Hebert, they won gold in 2010. Brad Jacobs in 2014. And they're all between 36, 44 years old. You don't get that in some sports, like you wouldn't get that in half pipe, for example. And they also have a strange thing is that their coach is younger than they are.
Very interesting. And also, we've got a bronze where the women's curling is concerned. And this despite the fact, we had some opponents, some controversy around curling. Leaving all that aside, here we are winning medals, whether it's men's or women's curling, getting us bronze.
Yes, I think the women's bronze, when I was watching it, I felt what the Canadians did right was making good decisions. They made better, of course, their quality, their play was great, but I thought they made the very excellent decisions. That was important.
Okay, let's talk about the other medal now, which is the silver in women's mass start.
Yes, Yvonne Blandon, who had also won the silver in the last Olympics. Earlier she had won a gold in the team pursuit, so she's had a great Olympics too. Really impressive. That's I don't know if you watch it, but that's a really bizarre event. They're racing around and then suddenly they have to sprint, and it's all about what you do in the sprint rather than who finishes the finish line first.
Yeah, and then, of course, talking about the number of medals, we're hoping we're going to get another one, which is Sunday morning. I am talking about the men's ice hockey tournament against the USA. We're hoping we could get that. Your take on what are we expecting to see tomorrow morning?
Well, I'll be there. So I'm bringing my earplugs, not for the cold, but because of the yelling. I'm assuming there'll be a lot of cheering on both sides. I feel this could go any way. Canada has really squeaked through, but they've done it when they had to, and that's what you want in the final. I think it can go any way.
Is there any piece of advice you think the Team Canada needs at the moment to actually get the gold?
Not really. I think it's just to keep in mind that, as the famous American athlete Yogi Berra once said, it ain't over till it's over.
Yeah.
People made fun of him when he said it, but it's really true. And Canada proved that up till now.
We've seen that in so many games. It was down to the wire, and the comeback we've seen from Team Canada has been incredible. Okay, my last question to you. Closing ceremony tomorrow. Any guesses on who our flag bearer will be?
No.
I had a feeling you'd say that. I had a feeling, because the last time when I asked you about the number of medals, you said, I'm going to stay silent. But anyways, I'll give you a take. What do you think?
Okay, I think well, okay, first of all, I wouldn't say until after the ice hockey match.
Yes.
You know, because if there's some huge star in that match, that person's going to be one of the flag bearers.
Okay, so we'll wait and watch, but we always appreciate you taking out the time, joining us and giving us your take on what's happening there in Milan. David Wallechinsky, Olympic historian, thank you so much for your time, David.
Thank you.